Alright, forgive me, this is probably going to be a little bit shitty. I really made a good video for. My name's Yoshi, and this is going to be a basic teardown of an LSD. I'm going to try to take it apart as much as possible, see how long my battery life lasts. Alright, for starters, I've already drained the diff of all of its fluids, so nothing really left inside of it. First things first, the speed sensor comes out with two 10mm bolts. Just kind of pulls right on out there. The speed sensor kind of reads by a little thing going by it. Every single time it goes through the centerpiece here, it reads one little notch. They're universal for every single diff, so whatever came out of your car stock you can use in every other diff, and your speed sensor will still stay the same. So you don't necessarily have to use the same speed sensor when you swap diffs. Or you can, but you don't have to. They're all pretty much the same as far as I know. Let's see. Diff cover comes off with a bunch of 17mm. If anybody's interested, here's your diff tag. This one says S3730662. S means it's down LSD. 373 is the diff ratio, and I have no idea what 0662 means. Maybe it means medium case diff. I don't really know. Alright, so there's our diff cover. If you notice, your speed sensor goes through two fill plugs, really old decarbonated gasket. Actually no, I didn't use a gasket on this. Probably explain why the diff was leaking. Didn't even look like a gasket right there. It's just kind of metal. Yeah, covered. Alright, let's see if any fluid spills out. Alright, so let's go get some of the innards of our diff here. Yeah. These right here are those little things that go through the speed sensor. Even focused here? There we go. Alright, so this sits right here, and kind of every single time it goes through one of those veins, it counts it, and that's how your speed sensor works. That's what this little thing is here for. And this spins at wheel speed, and I believe this is universal for every single diff. Doesn't really matter. LSDs, you can tell they're an LSD just because you'll see this little hole in here. If it's an open diff, you'll see a big square cut open, and you'll see some spider gears inside of it, which I might actually have. I'll go look at that later. So this is called the ring gear. It's held in with a bunch of bolts, and the pinion in the back is what turns that. You can tell if it's an LSD or not because when you turn, well, let's see. You can tell it's an LSD because when I turn one side, the other side should turn at the same rate. Let's see if I can turn this. They turn the same direction. An open diff, they'll turn opposite directions. Yay, spinning, joy. So I'll put this back up there. Let's see. Now these axle cups come out just by prying on them. They're pretty simple. They just kind of go in and come out. They're held in with a seal. the inside, so that's why they don't leak out. Although if you're leaking out the sides, you should probably replace that seal. I'll show you that in a second. It's also very good for you to keep things designated right side, left side. Ta-da. Let's see. Let's see. So, there's no little seal around here that you want to replace if it's leaking. This one looks kind of, I don't know if you can see that, but kind of stretched out and old, so probably going to want to replace that. And then inside of here we have a rubber seal where the axle goes into. And when that seal is bad, it'll leak through there. And when this O-ring's bad, it'll leak through there. So you might want to replace those when you're doing it. It's probably about $10 per side. It's kind of worth doing if you want to make sure your diff seals properly. Now on top of that we have this little bugger. Remember where it came off from, because this is your shim. This sets, I believe, your pinion depth, which is the gear in the back here attaching to the ring gear on the front. And if that's set in properly, then it's not going to mesh right. You're going to strip your ring gear. So make sure it goes back on the side it came from and the orientation it came from. Let's go for that other side. You just slide out. Alright, so this is our diff. Note those teeth for the speed sensor. These are the bearings right here. I suspect they're bad in this diff. Yeah, it looks to have a decent amount of play on it. I don't really know if that's bad or good. I should probably replace these. But I believe I have to take this to a shop to have the bearings pressed on and off. I think I have a gear puller. I might be able to use this, but see how that works out. This is the diff over here. Alright, so get off my hands. Alright, let's try this crap out. Alright, so inside here, really don't remember what that's called. Pinion, rear pinion, something like that. And that bearing might also be bad on this one, I'm not entirely sure. But let's see. Pinion depth is where the pinion here meets the ring gear over there. And if those two sets of teeth don't mesh up properly, they're just gonna kind of grind on the ring gear here. Now I really should take this out too while I'm at it. Let's see, to get at that you have to get at this bad mother right here. And honestly I probably should have left the diff inside and the axles on to get that off, but I'm not even sure I have a socket that'll fit that.